Hello everyone, a warm welcome back to What's Cooking at Resorts and Hotels. We have just put a successful season behind us and a successful year. We're actually closed the year now and beginning a new one. So it's time for us to summarize and share some experience from this season. And let's start by having a look at the agenda. And now you might wonder, this is the strategic house. This is not an agenda. And that is true, it's not the agenda itself. But the agenda finds its base in the strategic house. So today we're going to talk about winning team temperature. And that's all about our people promise. And then we will have a visit from Morten Tötterman, who will talk about our NPS score, which of course is our brand promise, delivering the best weeks of the year. And then we will talk to Connie in Kalithea, and she will talk about Ella, our new restaurant. And this is of course reinforce, how do we build back better? And then we will talk to Giada, who's rooms division in Spain, and she will talk about profitable growth and full utilization, so both operational excellence and strategic priorities. And then finally, we will go into innovate, and Michaela will come and talk about digital guest experience. So let's get going. And the first point on the agenda is the winning temp. So we always say we should start with the customer and end with the customer in order to deliver the best weeks of the year for our clients. But then, of course, in order for us to deliver this, we need to have the best employees. And guys, you are the best employees. We've worked really hard this year to try and have good introduction, good training, good teamwork, and developing a cooperation within the organization. And I'm so happy to see that this has really paid off for us. We set targets, we have objective for resort and hotels to be the employer of choice. We should always be the first choice for anyone working with resorts and hotels within our regions. And we set a target of having an NPS score, eNPS score of 57. We had 55 last year. And as you can see, we have overachieved on this target. So the eNPS score is at 62 for resorts and hotels in total. What also makes me very, very happy is to see the very high participation rate. So over 78% of you have answered these different surveys that have been sent out. So out of 800 team members, over 1,400 have contributed to this result. I'm also super happy to see that that the job satisfaction is high and that you feel that your work is meaningful. Another target we set up was to increase work situation. Last year we had work situation that was at 7.8, and we said we need to get this up to 8, and we succeeded here as well. We reached 8.1 in work situation, so an increase in this area as well. So I'm super happy that you are happy, because if you're not happy, you will never be able to deliver to our guests. So very good job here. So our team temperature is high. So what about our guest temperature? How have we performed during the year? Here to tell us more about this is Morten Tötterman, who's head of customer experience. Warm welcome, Morten.
Thank you very much, Mia. Thank you for having me, and hello to every one of you out there. Yes, I'm here to give you a brief update on our NPS performance and what the customers felt of us last year, the year that we closed officially on the 30th of September. So we have now entered a new year, and I'm here to talk a little bit about that. And a bit summary for the summer and the whole year, and to wrap it up a little bit in brief context. And it is, as you see now on the slide, with a great pleasure that we can conclude that we ended up on a fantastic NPS brand all-time high. Never in the history of NLTG, since we started to measure NPS, we have reached a level of 53. It's a great figure, and as we all know, it's really vital and crucial that we reach high NPS so we get customers to recommend other friends and colleagues to travel with us again. So it's really important, and this year we have really succeeded that. In every year, regardless of it's up or down, it's never just a one man or woman show. It's a combination of multiple colleagues and departments. But this year I have picked up to highlight 3 specific areas which improved a lot compared to last year. One of them is Sun Class Airlines. Of course, most of our customers fly down to your hotels with Sun Class Airlines. They have had a really good operational year, specifically the summer, with few delays, few deviations. They have had a couple of tough years during the pandemic and after, but this year was really, really good. Customers really happy. Our ordinary hotel portfolio, meaning the non-branded hotels, so all the customers who stays in another hotels compared to the one that you have, they also, like Sun Class, have had a couple of tough years during and after the pandemic, but now we're regaining, reinforcing again quality, which is really important because so many people are staying there. And last but not least, service. All the staff working overseas in resorts that provide great service to our customers, they have improved, and as we know, service has a really strong correlation to NPS brand, so it's really fantastic to see that. And if 53 is a great number, well, 63 obviously is even better, so that's just a nice to know fun figure. If we would separate all the customers that have stayed in your hotels, the Sunwing, Sun Prime and OBCs, we actually have an NPS brand figure of 63, which is amazingly high, and it's really, really great to see that you send home so many customers that go home and recommend other people to go travel with us and to your hotels. So taking it down a little bit into areas which you probably guys are more interested in, the hotel portfolios, the products that NLTG offers. And this is on an overall level the whole year. As you can see on the pie chart down to the right, 70% of all NLTG customers stays in a non-branded hotel. Hence the importance. If we succeed there, it has a big impact on the total overall level. And as I've written there, this year we had a plus 2.1 year on year, which makes this good difference. Also, as you can see, many other hotels have done really, really good. But it's never just up or down. We have also had some challenges, and this year was mainly within the Family Garden hotel portfolio. We know where the issues and challenges are, and we will do some changes and directions here and improvements hopefully for next year. And also, which I will come back to within the next slide here, Sunwing as a group fell a little bit down compared to last year and expectations. So let's have a look at that. The concept hotels only, these 3 groups that we have. On an overall level, really, really good with some mixed results. But if we begin with Sun Prime, they had a really, really good year this year, reaches and exceeded both last year and the year's target. So fantastic work with 52 plus points there. If we look at the Ocean Beach Club, more or less on an exact same level if we combine these 3 hotels. And if you're already above 60, it's really difficult to do even better. But it's more or less on the same level, not quite up to the target. It was a tough target to reach 61, but almost, we can say. Sunwing, which I was into, as a group, that was the product that was most far away from the target of 44. And we know that we have some challenges here and there. And just to pinpoint and give you a numeric example exercise, if we would to take away the NPS figures from Sunwing Calabona, where we had the biggest challenges this year, Sunwing would actually reach the target of 54. So we will work close together with Sunwing Calabona and make them up to speed next year. But of course, there are other areas which we need to improve and have a closer look to next year as well. There are always room for improvements. Last slide, all the hotels. I will not go through them in detail one by one. You can have a closer look to that afterwards yourself. but just to highlight some of the fantastic achievements, looking again, OBC Cyprus 75. It's so super impressive figure. They really went up even more from last year. Just tracked behind by a couple of Sun Prime hotels, Protaras, Platanias, Poyensa, in the scores of 60 to 70. So there are some really, really great hotels there. But like I said, there is always room for improvements, and some of the hotels, as you see here, are a little bit down from last year. Many things we are aware of, you are aware of, and improvement plan, action plans are in place. But there are also, of course, other areas where we need to have a closer look at, and also to see what we can do better to improve next year, because we always need to improve year by year. But with that, I just want to say well done, everyone, and thank you very much, and good luck for the coming winter season for those of you who have open hotels there. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Morten. So to summarize, we have some success stories and we have some challenges, but overall I think we should be extremely proud of the product and the service we deliver to our guests, and I do think we comfortably can say that we're delivering the best weeks of the year to our clients. We do have a plan on how to keep the high scores. We do also have a plan on how to increase in areas where we need to increase. But it's so fantastic to see how important our concept hotels are to the overall brand score. As you saw, we are contributing, or the guests staying in our hotels have a brand NPS of 63. So that's really, truly amazing. And that's because of you guys, the fantastic work you're doing out there every single day. So thank you so much for that. And now it's time to look at how we reinforce our business and how we build back better. And joining us from Sunwing Kalithea, we have Connie with us. Welcome, Connie, to What's Cooking.
Welcome to sunny Sunwing Kalithea roads.
It's lovely to have you with us. So, Connie, we know you from delivering excellent service in Costa's Kitchen, but now your area of responsibility have expanded. Can you please tell us more about this?
Thank you very much. Now, as from this year, I'm also responsible for our new brand restaurant concept, Ella. Ella was introduced this season after a full renovation during the winter. Also, the restaurant and the main bar show area.
Lovely. So, can you tell us a little bit about the idea behind Ella?
Now, I think Ella was born from a simple but ambitious vision. We wanted to create more than just a dining room. We wanted something elegant and warm, a warm brasserie where a lot of flavors, international, local ones, meet each other. I think we wanted a place where elegance meets warmth and simplicity. We wanted a place where every guest feels at home. They do feel at home here, but a bit more. While in journey, we wanted them to enjoy a culinary journey in Greece.
Okay, so what sets Ella apart from other hotel restaurants?
I think it's all about the details. It's from the sourcing of fresh, seasonal, local ingredients. It's from the way we welcome our guests. I think that every aspect is designed to feel thoughtful and personal. The atmosphere here is really stylish. It's relaxed. It's warm and coloring. At Ella, dining is really warm and inviting.
Sounds exciting. I want to go there. I haven't seen new Ella yet. So, what can the guest expect? Yeah, what can the guest expect from the menu?
Our cuisine is modern. It has local inspiration. The menu is created in such a way where international flavors are combined with our traditional ones, but it's presented in a modern twist. It's about comfort and surprise in an equal measure.
Sounds good. So do you have a personal dish or drink?
Of course, one of my favorites is the fresh grilled fish croquette. For me, it perfectly represents Ella. It's seasonal, it's fresh, and it's really beautiful fast. Now, from the drinks, apart from our wine selection from Greek exclusive wineries, we have produced an aperitif selection of really high-class drinks. We have a sommelier Manolis. he is so great. He's so passionate and happy, and he is always there to guide our guests into their journey.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I want to go, I want to come today. Yeah? So finally, what do you hope the guests will take with them when they leave, Ella?
Our guests, we want them not just to leave satisfied, we want them to leave inspired. We want them to carry the memory of warm hospitality, Greek hospitality, and flavors from their visit. And don't forget, Ella in Greek means come in. It's an inviting name. So we look forward to welcoming you all.
Oh, that's amazing. You and your team are doing an amazing job, Connie. So thank you so much for this. And, your strive to continuously improve is very, very impressive. So thank you so much for participating in What's Cooking. And good luck with the closing of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. So, and now it's time to move over to Spain. And now we're going to talk about profitable growth and full utilization. So we're touching both strategic priorities, but also operational excellence. And with us from Alcudia, we have Giada, who is representing Rooms Division in Spain. So good morning, Giada. Welcome to What's Cooking.
Hola, Maria. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So, Giada, you're head of Rooms Division in Spain. For how long have you had this position?
So I've been in this role since January. Everything, it's still new for me. I have still so much to learn, but I can see that I'm so happy to be able to be a support for all the reception and housekeeping in our hotels in Spain.
Yeah, you're really doing an amazing job there. So you're new in this role, but you're not really new to NLTG, are you?
No. I've worked in Fuerteventura, in Hotel Buenvilla for 8 years, and I had the opportunity to get to know the NLTG ways of working and also its values, and to get in touch with the different colleagues from other hotels. Mm-hmm. And I can see that these are the reasons that made me come back to the company.
Mm-hmm. Good, excellent. So you're here today to talk about full utilization and how we can increase revenue. And this is actually quite new for us in resorts and hotels. Previously, we've been dependent on the tour operator, but now we're a little bit challenged in order to, when the tour operator can't sell our rooms and a little bit off season, to increase our occupancy. So has this new project been successful?
Yes, of course. So, that our goal is maximize the occupancy, the revenue, but the most important thing is also that we want to bring our beautiful concept hotels to other countries. And we have so many examples, like San Infanyabe in Tenerife. We can see that in 2022, summer season had 83% occupancy. And this year, we reached 93%. And the hotel is working with so many different tour operators. And then another example, of course, is Sun Prime Atlantic View. This summer, we had guests from 20 different countries.
Wow.
So more and more people get to know us.
So then when we not only have the Nordic guests, we know the Nordic guests appreciate us, but what about the other guests from other countries? Are they just as happy?
Yes, of course. Just see the slide. Here we can see the reviews in other channels like Booking.com or Holiday Check, a German channel. And we can see the scores are very, very high. And also NPS of other tour operators. And this means that I think that we are doing a very good job. And also we can see the effort and the dedication of our teams to deliver the best experience to our guests.
These are wonderful results, so congratulations. That really shows that our concepts are strong concepts, not only for Nordic guests, but also outside. So wonderful results here. So this is all about Canarias. What about Mallorca? Are you doing anything for Mallorca?
Yes, of course. During this summer, we have been increasing the collaboration with NLTG, because when the flights are fully booked, we try to sell the unsold rooms to OTAs like Booking.com. And I can see that it has been successful, and this year we could open the hotels a little bit earlier.
That's very good. So any new plans for the future? How are we going to increase revenue even more?
Yes, we have so many plans. Of course, we look forward to increasing the collaboration with an LTG, also in hotels like OBC and Salween Arginegin. And we look forward to contracting with the new tour operators and to bring in sport groups during the season, and also for Mallorca to extend the season a little bit more.
Good. So we have a lot of work to do. Thank you so much, Giada, for sharing your work against more profitable growth and full utilization. And hopefully soon our hotels in Mallorca will be open much, much longer. Open earlier and close later. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today, Giada.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Bye-bye. Bye.
So last point on the agenda, but absolutely not the least, is the strategic priority, innovate. We have, within the last couple of years, really focused on the digital guest journey within resorts and hotels. And here to tell us more about this is Michaela, who's head of rooms and digital. So warm welcome, Michaela. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Mia. So, let's move on. This summer in Salween Calathea, when we opened the hotel, we implemented online check-in and check-out for our customers. With the Greek tourist tax that we have now in Greece, it means that 532 rooms each week have to come and pay their room bill. Of course, this became our utmost goal to eliminate our queues and make it more easy for our customers. After 5 months of operation with this service, I would say that we have definitely reached this with a fantastic success. 6,633 bookings have done their payments online. This means that just by a click, few minutes, they have paid their room bill. They can have done it in their balcony with a drink. They can have done it at the sunbeds, enjoying their holiday and not being standing in a line in the reception.
So less queue for the guests and more time for our team members to care about the guests.
Exactly. The 142, it stands for the highest amount of payments that was done in one day during this season in Salween Calathea. Before 12 o'clock, all our room bills are paid. This means our staff, they are no longer chasing the guests to get them to pay. It's done.
Amazing.
Yes, it's incredible. 54,372. That's A4 papers that we have saved by sending the receipt by email to our customers.
So it's also an ESG initiative.
Exactly, it definitely is.
This is when we talk about win-win, huh?
Exactly. And nevertheless, what is really important to mention, it is how we have improved the workload for our reception team in Calathea. 4 days a week. They have now so much more time to what we just said. Create the best week for our customers in our hotels. So of course, we have to continue this journey. That's the numbers speaks for themselves. And now it's time to focus on the arrival service, because here we need to really improve our customer satisfaction. But as we know, we have challenges with our operation. We have many guests coming in. The rooms are not ready exactly when the guests are arriving, so that gives us a challenge. We will, in close cooperation with our software partner Spiron, we will create 2 workflows for our customers. This means that if the guests are arriving during daytime, they will receive information about all our facilities, how they can start their holiday directly when they get to the hotel. And then we will, as soon as we can, we will inform them when their room is ready. So that means they will no longer standing in a queue. Once they get their key code, they will go to a key kiosk and they will create their key card.
So they get an SMS then your room is
Exactly. This is how it would
Wonderful.
work. The evening arrivals, we know the rooms are ready. So of course, when they are sitting in their home the evening before, they will get the key code directly. They can go to the key kiosk and they can create their key cards. So we believe that with this flows being introduced, we will test it in Calathea before we close the season, and then we will introduce the full implementation in our other hotels. First out, that will be Cyprus with Sunwing and Sandip OBC there. Second, it will be Macrealos also for Sunwing and Ocean Beach Club. So another very exciting project, which is many of you that have known this from our time with Thomas Cook. We offered this service, Choose Your Room. We have seen through our brand and guest survey that this is a product that our customers, they would like to have it, and they would like to have this service. So this year, from the 25th of August, we started it with at Sunwing Alcudia. But this time, we have eliminated the manual work. By a software partner, we have integrated the option directly with the PMS. Looking at the map. Here you see a 3D map, we call it the digital twin. And what you see now, it's Sunwing Alcudia. The guests can explore themselves, they can go in, they can see our outlets, they can see the different placements, they can go around, explore. They will be able to go in here, they will be directed to the room type that they have booked, so they can select the specific room number that they would like to stay in during their holiday.
So it's very clear which room they get, huh?
Exactly, no misunderstandings. And up until now, we have had 16 arrivals in Alcudia, and we have booked 270 Choose Your Rooms. And this means that we have a conversion rate on an average 15%.
That's very good.
So of course, this is something we have to continue. We see the customer, they want the product. And next out, that will be to make a proof of concept for Ocean Beach Club in Gran Canaria, Sun Prime Atlantic View, and hereafter we will develop the solution in order for us in the future to have the best possible solution for resorts and hotels, and in the future in LTG.
Many exciting things.
It
Lots
is.
of innovation, huh?
And this is what we like. The finally point, that is HoopOS. All of us, we love HoopOS now in our hotels. This is our fantastic tool. And now we want it to be more visible for our customers. So through My Hotels, through a QR code in the room, we will be able to offer the guest to put in Do Not Disturb directly. You can change a request for bed linen, or if you have a problem in your room, let's say a lamp is not functional, you can report it directly to maintenance, so they see it in their phone, and to the housekeeper. So this means that we, again, increase the efficiency, and of course, this will have faster resolution for our customers.
Wonderful news.
It is. One very important thing that I think it's very, very important, it is that none of this would have been possible if it weren't for all our great colleagues. I am truly proud when we are making all these projects to meet all this positivity for the changes and amazing teamwork, and that we are really so keen on moving forward to make this the best week for our customers. So I really want to say a big thank you to all that has been involved in these new challenges.
That's amazing. I don't think we can end on a more positive note with this. Innovation, creativity, and a lot of teamwork. So this actually wraps up what we had on the agenda for today's What's Cooking. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for an excellent season and for all your hard work, and best of luck with the new year. See you soon again. Bye-bye.